Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, week 16, day 7. The normal microphone is still not wanting to work. I have no clue what's up with it. It isn't muted, it isn't anything. It identifies the mic, but it keeps not doing any sound. So I still need to troubleshoot that a little bit more. Not sure what the issue is, but everything I tried to do to fix it throughout today did not work. So, and I tried doing a little bit more right before the stream and still did not want to go. So, yeah, it's just going to be something we'll need to figure out later. Hopefully there is a solution to it. Otherwise, we might need a new mic. But I'm pretty sure there's some kind of solution to it. Because it's identifying it. It's just not picking up on literally any sounds at all. Even though it's not muted anywheres, which is weird. But anyways, that's to figure out for a different time. For now, we need to go and do the last little bit of event stuff that we still need to get done. But before that, we need to go show the new troops that are coming out tomorrow. We are getting 2 new troops, both of which are actually insanely good, at least relative to what we normally get, that's for sure. So let me go get the window for it real quick. That is not the window I need. Let's see. It's buried somewhere here. There it is. Okay, that should be the right tab, and there we go. Okay, so let's go over all the things related to the 2 new troops that we're going to be coming in tomorrow. First thing is the Rabbit. You'll be able to buy this for glory. He'll be 400 glory each. You can also get him off of event keys, which you're probably going to be getting quite a few copies of, since it's a pretty good week to go throw down event keys for multiple reasons. One is we're getting a new legend. The other reason is the most recent mythic, if you happen to have not picked it up, is within the event key drop table next week already. I think it's the quickest that a mythic that was not in the drop table, or that was exclusive for a week, became exclusive for another week almost immediately. It's kind of funny because we just had it and now boom, it's already available again. I don't think it's ever happened that quick before, but it has. But yeah, if you haven't gotten him, you can get him off of event keys. Probably the biggest thing that you would end up getting is Yagway if you don't already have him, if you didn't craft him this week. He's still craftable with 800 diamonds right now, if you still need him to finish out Bounty Hunter. But if you didn't already get him, or haven't gotten him maxed, you'll be able to do so next week. But anyways, as far as this troop, it is basically Mercy, except different. It converts all blue gems to yellow, which is kind of like Mercy, which is all purple to yellow. They both convert into yellow. They both have empowered, so they both do that immediately, which is very strong. And it gives a bunch of life to all other allies. This is less life to an individual target, but it's more life overall as far as what's being distributed throughout your entire team. It's almost double that of Mercy as far as the total amount of life. But the amount of life that you're giving to one individual thing is technically less than that of a Mercy, so do be mindful of that. Other than that, it also ends up putting Blessed onto your first ally, which is not only going to be getting extra HP because of this thing, but it's also going to be getting an enchant, so you get even more EXP, and even if it doesn't specifically use yellow, it would still be getting the 2 EXP, or the 2 mana per turn from the enchant, so that's going to be pretty nice. Other than that, it has 25% spell reduction. 25% spell reduction is going to allow it to survive a little bit longer, which will make it tankier than that of a Mercy, because obviously you don't use these kind of troops in the first slot more often than not. They're more of like a 3rd slot kind of thing, or 2nd slot. So having spell reduction will be nice, so it can just mitigate the things that's actually going to be hit by just a little bit. So that you'll easily be able to get for 400 glory each. You'll also be able to stock up on green, purple trade stones, so you don't even need to worry about trading this thing. You pretty much just be able to get them all by doing a few glory packs. As far as the other trip that we have a Fun Dragon. This one's the new legend that's coming out through the event key drop table. So definitely want to go try picking that up. It's another one of those pretty decent double converts. It's really similar to that of Divine Ishbala. It converts purple gems to red and brown to skull, and then blesses 2 random allies. So that's a lot of mana generation, a lot of skull spam, and we'd still be getting that double enchant, which is pretty nice. Other than that, it summons a Light Storm at the start of battle, which is the first troop to actually have such an effect. Heroes have it. Every single hero covers all 6 of the starter storm at the start of battle. But this is the first troop to specifically actually do one of them. So we'll probably be seeing that for the other 5 colors as well. But at the moment, we only have it for yellow, not counting hero. And as far as his final trait, he gives all allies 1 magic every single 4 and 5 times gem matches. So you'll be able to gain a pretty substantial amount of magic that way, just from extra turn spamming with him. Alchemist Moneylender is the first thing that comes to mind with one other thing, though of course he could be used with plenty of other stuff. But yeah, overall, both really decent troops. Not sure if either will be new meta. If either of them are going to be, I feel like it's going to be more so the bunny than this thing. But you never know, this thing could potentially be. I'm probably forgetting some kind of double combination that this has. That would probably be pretty potent. But after some testing, we'll probably be able to find something that will work with it. But anyways, regardless, both are really good troops, and you should definitely go and open event keys next week if you have some laying around, as a good majority of the drop table is pretty decent. Not to mention the new content that we're getting. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello William, hello Xmoss, hello Mark. Let's see, while since you could catch us live, thanks for that. You just got into more competitive guild, nice! Oh yeah, we have Guild Wars now too. So, yeah, being in a more competitive guild, that can be a little bit annoying for Guild Wars, because, yeah, Guild Wars can get pretty hard and later in the game. Hello, Captain. Hello, Motown. Hello, Daryl. Hello, Overfiend. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Demon or Angel. Hello, Pumami. Let's see. How's my day been? My day's been pretty good. Honestly, I slept most of the day, though. Was catching up on sleep today. Hello, George. Hello, Wyatt. Hello, Steve. Hello, Bradley. Hello, Daryl. Is that Daryl? Hello, Pitts. Hello, Siplom. 15 minutes later today? It's because I was trying to fix the mic, which is still not working. It's why the audio sounds a little bit weird right now. I'm using the camera as my mic instead of the normal, actual good mic. But, yeah, I have no clue what's up with that. It should still be working, because it's still picking up on the mic. It's just not doing any audio for some reason. It's not muted. I can't figure out what the problem is. But there's probably some kind of really simple problem. It might actually be the drivers. I might need to go and update the drivers for it or something. Maybe there was... Well, it couldn't have been from a Windows update, but I don't know. I could have done that, but I haven't bothered updating its drivers for a while, so it could just be that. That's probably that's the one thing I actually haven't bothered doing with it yet. Not sure if that would fix it, but it's one thing to try. Anyways, let's go and head over to Bounty Hunter. I need to go finish out this event. I don't need... Oh, actually, let's do dungeons real quick. It is Diamond Day. But I do need to go finish out the event for the Bounty Hunter. We're going to get 75 gems for it, as well as another orb for the amount of time that it will take us, which is like 30 minutes or so, kind of, somewhere around there. It's definitely going to be worth the time, just because of how much loot we'll end up getting for it. So, you know, I'll be heading to that first. We already got all the rewards, but still want to make the leaderboard just to get that little bit of extra. Try my mic in another computer? I don't have... Well, I kind of do. But, yeah, actually, I guess I could set up that other computer that I have. It's a pretty cheap one, but I guess for testing a mic, it would be fine. Okay, I'll take our yellow over. Grab a, skull hit. Or not skull. Skeleton key. But it has a skull on it. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I have controller set up. Why am I not using it? Yep, come on. If I can click. Any suggestions for Guild War teams? What color, specifically? And what do you have, as far as within that color? Let's see. Opened 10 vault keys today. Got 5 majors and 5 little orbs. Oh wow, that's actually pretty nice then. All orbs. And only one little one was green. Oh, that's also pretty lucky. Unless all of them are orange. Hello, Medieval! Welcome. Okay, let's go claim our diamonds. I still keep hoarding these, even though I don't even need them. I think we have enough to craft like 8 mythics or something. Actually, let me go check real quick. I'm curious. How many mythics can we craft? We need to divide this by 4,000. And technically it's even higher than that. Actually, let's get the exact amount. I haven't checked it for a while. Let's see, 2,360. Add that to that. Maths. That is, let's just round it. That's about, math. That's about 38,000. 38,000 divided by 4,000 rounded down is, what, 9. We can craft 9 mythics right now. That is how much we have to craft, if we so chose to. Obviously, we have no reason... Oh, wait, why did I do that? Oh, I know why. Because, I added the other number. Because I forgot. We could also just, literally just check that, and it tells us. But, the reason this says 8 instead of 9 is because I haven't converted these shards into diamonds, just in case these shards are ever used for something else, or in case either any of these colors become viable for whatever reason. I have the shards just in case. Technically, diamonds is the best thing to put them into, but that could change in the future. Let's see. Yeah, I know, that's almost 1 year worth of mythics. We can almost craft an entire year of mythics without spending a single key. It's kind of funny. But anyways, let's go do Bounty Hunter already, or I should say finish Bounty Hunter. We already finished raids, of course. We still have 5 hours left on this, so if you haven't done it yet, definitely go make sure to do so. Or at least, you know, throw down your free battles that you have, if nothing else. So we've still been using this the entire week. I'm currently using it with Frost Mage. I'm actually going to switch that to... we already maxed out Frost Mage. That's the only reason we were using it. I guess we could switch it to Necromancer? Oh no, to switch or not to switch. It's slightly weaker, but I think we can still win all of them. You know what? I'm not going to bother. We're just going to go with Titan. Actually, no. Thief would probably be better. Oh, no. Titan or Thief? Would we even need the aspects of Titan? Thief would at least give us those 7 damages and everything. Then again, would we oh, you know, I'm just going to use Necromancer. It has half mana start. It's fine. There we go. Let me just make sure I don't have any traits set to something weird. Let's see. Whenever freeze, whenever an enemy dies. See, we still even have freeze as well. A soul every turn, that's fine. 50% mana start. And... oh, we could get it stealthy as well. Yeah, I guess we go for stealthy. Or we can go for the HP steal. Oh no, are they really going to target our hero? Let's go check what the battle actually is. I almost forget what it is right now. They could... but that automatically hits the last enemy regardless. Dragon Turtle only hits first. Never mind. Okay. So, stealthy actually wouldn't matter at all. So we'll just keep it at siphoning HP. Anyways, it's not that big a deal. Let's get into it. Should be fine. Half mana start's the main thing that matters, and it has it. Okay. Let's see. We'll grab that. Hopefully get purple off the top. Didn't get it. We'll throw this down onto... actually, before I do, grab the purple. Throw this down onto... yeah, let's go down the line. Like how we've been playing it for pretty much every single battle here. It's pretty straightforward. Get our hit there, get all of our yellows, get all of our everythings. Entangle him... that one. Go and get Trickster to max. Actually, there's no point in taking the thing right now. I'll actually just kill it with that. Just get it out the way. One little poke. It's entangled, so it can't hit us with skulls. And we just keep going down the line. Actually, I might skip over to that one. Let's see. Actually, no, we won't, because now that one's in first slot. So let's get all of our mana that we need for that. Do we Skull Distract him? I think we do. So he'll take that skull or not. Okay, he doesn't go for it. We'll grab ourselves a blue to yellow. Now we can just go Green Surge. You know, I'm just going to go Green Surge. Not really an extra turn chance there, but it's fine. So we already got hit, so we could just kind of ignore that now. And just go for the other one. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. We do not have enough damage now. But then again, even if we switch it over, we're still not going to have enough damage. So you know what? We're going to go and... I'm actually going to take that skull, oddly enough. We'll hit him with that. And then we could one-shot that one if we get Trickster again. Or we could just go and finish him off, either or. But, yeah, I guess we'll go for Entangle and try going to kill that up. So we get exactly what we need. Throw it down first. That will Hunter's Mark the other one. And now one skull will almost kill him. I forgot he has Stone Skin, so that's actually not going to kill him all the way. Now it will. Because even though he has Stone Skin, he's taking twice the amount of damage. So it's basically like he doesn't even have Stone Skin. So we'll move that over. Got our skull dead. Hello, last night. Welcome. You finished out Fang. Very nice. Yeah, I'm still going to be, I believe, 2 days away? 2 days or 3 days away. I think we're sitting at like 440. I will be doing those. Probably off stream, though, later tonight. I don't know. We might do them on stream. I'll probably do one of them on stream, one of them off, and then delay the other one for tomorrow. And then I think tomorrow we can actually finish it, if I'm not mistaken, assuming we don't lose a single one. I believe we can finally get it done. Do I take mana? Yes, but it's yellow, because I don't want him taking yellow. So whenever we see a yellow, we'll take it from him. Otherwise, we'll hit that, kill Valraven dead. Actually, that's not enough to kill out Valraven, but I'm still going to do it. It's because I need to kill out the Valraven. Very important that that goes down. So I'm going to deliberately not take a yellow here. I'm probably going to regret that, but we're going to do that. Get our destroys. I was hoping that we could get our thing to full. One turn off, so we're going to have to try for an extra turn there. Don't get it. For Trickster at it, that will bring it to one-shot range. And, oh, I forgot to take a red. Luckily, he didn't get any purple out of it. And we'll throw an Entangle onto you. And now I can kill with Trickster. That's a little overkill, though. Ideally, I'd want to kill it with anything that's not Trickster Shot. Taking a blue and killing it with that would be the best option, but that's not available. I guess I could try for a skull off the top. Got it. Wow, really lucky. All we got was skulls off the top. We get a extra turn from it. Very nice. 96 damage, not enough to kill, so we'll go for that one instead. And now one more Trickster wins the battle. Gets the extra turn off the top there from all the purples that dropped. A lot of extra turns out of nowhere, both for the enemy and ourselves. And there we go. Any suggestions for blue Guild War defend team based around Undyne? If you're building it around Undyne, you normally put a you build it almost like a blue team, because a lot of the troops that Undyne needs to function are actually blue. More often than not, you almost always put a Zura on the team so that you can explode all the blues and keep gaining mana for your team. It also synergizes with the fact that it merfolks. But most Undyne teams do run a lot of blue. You basically just run it into like a blue Guild War version. Something like a Corvash, if you're not already using it for something else. Into Azura, Undyne, and then your hero in last slot with something. And that's normally along the lines of what it's ran with. That hero doesn't necessarily need to be blue, but oddly enough, most Undyne defend teams do run almost nearly pure blue. And then it basically comes down to whose Undyne goes first as to who wins the battle. But yeah, you could set your hero as something like Mountain Crusher first slot if you didn't want to go the whole Corvash route and just try rushing up your mana and do it down that way. It really just depends what you've used it so far and what you want to use with it. Because of course if you use Mountain Crusher for that defend team, you can't use it for any of the other ones. Yeah, either Corvash up front. It's either Corvash, Azura, Undyne, something with hero, or it's Mountain Crusher, Azura, Undyne, and then one other damage source. And that damage source can be pretty much anything in the game, because you'd have 2 explosions. So your options are pretty much anything. At least anything that you haven't already used, of course. Because you can't repeat any troops in your defend teams. All 24 of them have to be unique. For the defend, that is. Let's see. Could I do a special stream tomorrow? Well, tomorrow we're going to be finishing out, I can maybe do that on Tuesday. Oh no, but, that's so annoying, because then we have to go do all the faction stuff. But, Monday I'm most likely going to be finishing out the Delve, for the most part. That and going over to 2 new troops, because the 2 new troops are really big. They're some of the best things we've gotten from an event all year so far. Of course, it's only been like a month so far this year, but still, it's, the 2 troops that are coming in tomorrow are the best event troops we've gotten all year so far. So I'll definitely need to cover them. The bunny might even be new meta for some stuff. Still need to test it to know for sure. But it seems really good. I'm not sure about the dragon yet. It depends what kind of color synergy he has. Also, I keep calling him a dragon. I don't even think he counts as a dragon. He's like a monster something. But he actually doesn't count as a dragon, even though he looks like one. It's like Charizard in Pokemon. Looks like a dragon. Does not count as a dragon. Let's see. We'll go and get the hit on there. But yeah, I have done defend videos before on various defend teams for Guild Wars. And while some of them were done a while back, most of them are still completely irrelevant. It's just there's even more options now instead of what I went over before. Also, hello last night. Also, where is your question, Siplon? Why not standard bounty combo? Oh, because I'm using this to gain hero XP. I was mainly doing this to max out Frost Mage earlier, but I figured since we've already been using it all week, we just keep using it. But yeah, I'm mainly using hero to gain EXP for our heroes. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. And I figured we run Trickster Shot for Bounty Hunter for once. I run Yagway like literally every single time, so I figured we switched it up for once. But it was mainly to gain hero XP. We actually got Bounty Hunter completed at the exact same battle. We got all the XP we needed, so it worked out quite conveniently. Yeah, I think we need, I might do some of these off-stream because they are going to get somewhat repetitive, but I do want to get at least a few more in. But, yeah, going to go all the way to Leaderboard, and then we'll have the orb tomorrow to go and open. Hopefully something shiny like a blue or a purple. Though I keep saying purples are good, and they are, but I haven't actually ever used a single purple orb. I've just been hoarding them forever. I have so many purple orbs that I can solo an entire guild 40,000 within, like, however long it takes, like 1 minute, if we ever wanted to. Obviously, there's no real point in being able to do that, but it's kind of funny that we could. What would be the Yagwe Feral combo team? You would end up using the Plains Jumper, Mermaid, Feral Hound, and Yagwe would be the team that you would end up using if you haven't already done it. And there's still plenty of time to finish out Bounty Hunter. If you have endgame stats, Bounty Hunter only takes like 2, 3, 4 hours. And you have like a little over 5 hours. 5 hours and some minutes to complete out the event. So even if you haven't started it, you can complete out the entirety of the event still, with how much time is left. Let's see, we'll grab that. Take a Trickster onto the first, just so we can kill the skull. Do we do this for mana? I guess we could. I'd rather take purple though, so we'll take exactly that, grab our purple. I kind of want to go for another one, but it's not available, so we'll just go and do that for the last little bit of our mana. We'll Trickster Shot his last slot just because it will die, and then we'll hit that thing, which will actually live because he got an HP buff at some point from the little, oh, what's it called? Oh, I forgot what those things are called. Seahorses, from the Seahorse. Okay, we'll get the hit there. And dead. Is Feral Hound Yagwe a decent combo in any other circumstances? No. It is not a decent combo in any other circumstance other than Bounty Hunter. The only reason why it's specifically used in Bounty Hunter is because there's just nothing else really good for feeding Yagwe other than this thing, if you want to, which feeds it greens. But Feral Hound is just a little bit better than it. There really isn't much of a need to use it outside of the Bounty Hunter, just because you can use Exploders and just basically anything that isn't a rare. There's plenty of better, higher rarity stuff that will get it done. It's just in Bounty Hunter you're restricted to very few options, and it just happens to be one that works really, really good for feeding Yagwe. And also synergized with other things, like Infernus, which uses red and purple and stuff like that. But I personally feel like Yagwe works the best with it. It's also the cheapest viable option that works for everything, for Bounty Hunter. It's the most accessible option that pretty much anyone can get. Okay, I'll throw that down. Not to mention, he's not only is he craftable this week, he's also in event key drop table next week. So if you haven't gotten him by the end of next week, you definitely should, or at least try with event keys. He's a great troop to have for everything. Aside from being best thing for Bounty Hunter, or possibly best, one of the best, he's also just really good in basically any PvP team. He also boost ratios based on HP, which makes it really good, because anything that boosts based on HP tends to be strong, simply because of the two defensive stats, HP is way better than armor. So having something that can do actual decent damage while you're just buffing up your team's HP works pretty decently, especially since there's things like Divinia, the new troop that's coming out tomorrow, and all the other many HP gains throughout the game. Do we feed it green? Why not? It's not blocked on anything else. Might as well try it. I didn't get it though, unfortunately, but we just move that. I took it that way instead of the 4 times just so it would surge, and now we just kill it with anything. And that counts as anything. Hello, Haley! Welcome. What is the best way to contact me? If it's something specifically about Gems of War, the Gems of War forum is generally the best place. Let's see. Unless it's just like a basic question, in which case here right now would be fine. That is something that takes like a long while to answer. Just doing it on Gems of War forum would be best. Let's see. I want that purple, but it gives them a skull if we do so. Oh wait, I gotta be careful. We're up against a Valraven. I guess we'll take that then. Gonna have to take that other yellow too. That or we have to do some kind of explosion that will get rid of it, like doing this destroy option. I really do not want to take that yellow. You know what? We're going to do this. We'll throw that down. That gets rid of... Oh, nope. It still gives him a yellow option. Luckily, he didn't go for it, though. So hopefully he'll get skull distracted off of that. We'll take this to try to get the last of our greens and tangle him. Got the last of our greens. Good. We need to throw this on something that has really high armor. Going to hit something a little bit weird for once. Like that. So we can then hit back on the Valraven. You have targeted, but the problem is we're not going to have enough damage unless we hit it with Trickster first, so we need to really get Trickster Shot mana. The other problem with that is there's no way to get it right now, so let's take that for now. He gets skull distracted. Still doesn't have that much yellow, so that's nice. He can only end up taking one here. I could either take this green, or I could let him give it to us for free. So I'm going to do this. He'll probably take the other yellow. Okay, he just denies our purple instead. I guess that works. We'll take another yellow. He'll just keep taking skulls, which is perfectly fine. We'll trick to shot him, and then we can clean it up with Mermaid. Oh, no. That is one damage short. Really? Really? Okay, well, let's double Mermaid him. That'd be our best way to go about this. And luckily, we need yellow for her anyways to deny him, so that works. We'll do that, and down he goes. Okay, that was almost really bad. Let's see. What else we need? Let's go throw that onto you. Keep that thing entangled so we don't die, because the other one can't even be entangled, so no point in targeting it. That'll be enough to kill it, though we could also kill that if we want to. Let's see, which way do we go first? I guess it doesn't matter too much. Let's kill out the... I'll do first slot, just because that brings it to one-shot skull. We're actually really close to it. It's not actually one-shot, but it's so close that it's essentially already dead. But we'll do that to get Trickster up, or really any instance of damage. Anything will kill it at this point. It only has 3 HP, and down it goes. Ooh, major blue orb from Vault. Very lucky. We did get one earlier from the Vault as well, which was pretty lucky of us too. But, let's see. I think I'll do the rest of these off stream. Let's see. Let's do the math right now. We have 9. That's going to be at least 3 Valravens. That is 6. That's 15. 15 times 4,800. 15 times 4,800. That is 72,000 points. 72,000 into 2, 82300. So we have approximately 354,300 points. So a little over 350,000. And oh, hopefully there's another Valraven in there, or else that might not even be leaderboard. Well, we'll find out later, tomorrow. But yeah, we'll do the rest of it later. I'll do it off stream because it's just going to get pretty repetitive at this point. Anyways, though, we still have one other really big objective to go do, and that is the rest of Fangmoor. So let's actually go do that now. We are pretty much at the end of Fangmoor, and I do like doing the higher ones on stream. So we're at 460, then 470, then 480. And assuming we only end up losing one between today and tomorrow, hopefully none, but assuming we only lose one, that will be the end of the event tomorrow. So, yeah, let's get into that and hopefully not lose. We're obviously using Titan for this because, yeah, it's high-level delves. Kind of have to use Titan. There's only basically one option, and that is Titan. So we'll be using that as our tank to constantly keep gaining browns, Apothecary to keep making sure we keep getting browns as well, and killing everything with Devours. And Possess King is to clean up the things that have immune to Devour by transforming them into things that can be devoured, as well as mana generating for us with the 2 explosions. Otherwise, we'd have to use Dragon's Eye for the same effect on Hero, which means we wouldn't be as defensive. But, yeah, let's start going through it. Got 3 delves to do, and then 2 more tomorrow if we can make sure to get through them without too many losses. We can afford 1 loss between the 6 delves. But hopefully we'll make it 0. Okay, well, right off the bat, we'll go for our Devour. Get an Apothecary onto purple there. Grab a... and then we have to try Purifaction. Actually, if we don't lose any battles between now and then, we'd actually be able to try Purifaction tomorrow night. We're going to lose. There's a 100% chance we're going to lose the Purifaction the first time we try. But I just want to see how difficult it actually is to do Purifaction here. I might even upgrade it to 200. Actually, that's probably something I should have already done. I guess it's kind of because I don't know for sure if I will or will not be doing Purifaction here yet, which is why I haven't. But, I know we really should. Because we only have 1 Purifaction done currently. I mostly wanted to wait until they got easier. But, I don't know, I think we could get away with this one. You just have to attack buff and then get super lucky with Skull Spam. And if you could do that, you would get through it. I'm pretty sure we could do that within 20 attempts. Like 20 serious attempts. The only real big issue is how many rooms there is between the start and the last. It would be the first delve I ever tried that has that many rooms. Every single one that I've kind of somewhat tried so far only has 3 rooms. But this thing would have 5 if we tried going all the way, which is probably the most annoying part about these newer delves, is just that Purifaction is so much harder on them. They're already hard, but now you have to go through a bunch of these needless rooms that just make it even more difficult. And in every single one of them, you could potentially just die and lose a troop, and every single time you lose a troop, that just greatly hinders your chance of winning the final battle. things like Hall of Guardians and All-Seeing Eye, they just have a straight, clear path to get to the end, which makes it a lot easier. Also, why did I not cast that before I did all that Cascade? I could have already had him back at full mana. It's not that big a deal, but still. They got a little quicker. But it still goes down pretty quick. This thing just tears apart everything. Assuming they don't have immune. Problem is when they have immune. You need to trade Diviner or Pengalong. Which one is the best? Diviner. Diviner for sure. Hands down, Diviner. Diviner is insanely, insanely good. She's in the event key drop table next week, too. Unless you're referring to Divinia, which I think you might be, because Diviner and Pengalong are two different colors, but Divinia and Pengalong are the same color. But yes, regardless, Divinia is better than Pengalong, and Diviner is better than Pengalong. Okay, he'll do his little poke. Luckily that has immune to poison, so we can't even start getting the extra damage, so that's nice. Let's get rid of all the reds here. We don't even use the color. It's actually the only color on this team we don't use. Unfortunately, we did not get that Devour. That's one of the other benefits of actually upgrading this Delve, too. We get that slightly higher Devour rate. But that would only last for today and tomorrow, so it's not really that worth it. But if we're doing Pure Faction here, I don't know, maybe we'll do it. I still haven't determined if I will be doing Pure Faction here or not. I'll probably determine that as soon as I do the first Pure Faction tomorrow, assuming we don't lose any. Because after that, we'll be able to know how difficult it really is. Which is probably varied, but I'd be able to determine after tomorrow if it, assuming we have that battle, if it actually is or is not possible, realistically. Obviously all of them are possible, but I mean that as in doing it at like level 250 or below, as far as horde level, when I say possible. Okay, we'll go get our Devour there. Yeah, Shentang can go up to level 9 starting tomorrow. I don't believe it can get to level 10, unfortunately. We still have a little while before it reaches 10. But it can currently reach 8, and tomorrow it'll be able to reach 9. Which will be good for its tribute, so we get even more loot per hour. So that's nice. Okay, well, we'll go take a brown there. Go get our explosion. That's the last of our mana, good. Do it again. Try getting our Devour off again. Let's take some greens, all good. Go for that, dead. Apothecary, we'll throw that onto blues there. Go get our other hit. Get our explosion. Apothecary away the nothing, because we already have another Devour. Apothecary away the yellow, because it's extra turn. Then probably Mountain Crusher, because I don't think we have any other alignment. Doesn't look like it. And dead. You have to be really careful, though. They're almost to the point where they can one-shot our hero, if we don't have barrier on it. Close, but not all the way there. Do we take every room, or do we just go for the end? Place your, oh no, we have to go for the end. There's a Cedric. I can't deal with Cedric. Or else we just, like, it moves our team, and it's going to make the final battle really annoying. So I guess that answers it for this delve. But should we just go and rush the end for each one, or should we actually do every room? Because there's not many rewards I actually even need anymore. Shards are just going for excess. Irrelevant, so I'm mainly just doing this for the, what's it called? The, Renown, more so than anything. Ooh, we are already bled. That is not good, because that means we can't keep barriers up, but we can just get Apothecary and go and cleanse it. You know, we rushed to the end, and we might still end up losing. Gotta be really careful with those bleeds. Let's see, we'll go for that. No hero class currently has immune to bleed, so there's not a single thing we could set to protect ourselves against it. Okay, we'll go for another Devour. Okay, we should be fine now. Take our purple down there, grab whatever else we might get from the Cascade. We'd go for double brown, but it's probably just better to explode everything. So we'll do just that. Okay, he takes a skull. Luckily he does not double skull. That would have been the end of us. But let's do this. That'll be all of the mana we need for him. Throw that down again. And now let's take the last of our mana and see if we can get him all the way up. And that should be matched. There we go. Okay, one down, two to go. Yeah, we'll probably just do straight to the boss room. We still get decent loot from it. It's not like we're getting no loot at all. We still get some stuff. It's just not as much. I feel like that's still pretty nice. 12 legendary ingots, some shards, some glory, and of course the standard amount of renown for doing it deathless. Let's see, anything annoying here? Oh, I don't think we have any immune to devours. That's, oh, okay, never mind. Jinxed it immediately. We got one void portal. Oh yeah, we had a really funny jinx the previous day. I don't know if you guys saw it on the previous stream, if you weren't watching it live. But I was mentioning how bad, or at least how inconsistent, Lady Mirana is. And then on the very next battle, pretty much, she ended up appearing off a random Elspeth summon thing. And it then instantly killed us on the very first cast. It was pretty funny. That's the best thing that has happened in a while. At least funny-wise. It was great. Okay, we'll go and get our Devour on that. Get our Convert onto all the reds. Get another kill. Explode everything. These blocks can be really annoying. Luckily, one single explosion normally takes care of them. They're really annoying with converting troops, like Apothecary and other similar troops. Also, where's my heater thing? Had it on all stream and I turned it off. It's getting too hot in here. There we go. Do you want to do Pure Faction or do it here and they're on the way up, just in case it's too hard later? Well, they're not going to make it harder. There's no way they're going to make Pure Faction harder. They're only ever going to make it easier, if they even make it easier. But no, they're never going to make Pure Factions harder than they currently are. What they will do to make it somewhat easier in the future, we do not know. But there is, at no point are they ever going to make it more difficult than it is. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. Technically, every new delve is more difficult than they already are, because if you have to take out 5 rooms instead of 3, that just naturally makes it more difficult. But as far as like the actual difficulty curve of what it is at right now, it's not really going to be going any higher than that. The kind of delves that we currently have. And if they were to do something to make it easier, they would probably just add another troop to each one of the factions that is specifically good at actually taking out Pure Faction. It was something that they mentioned in the past. I'm not sure if that's actually what they're going to do for it. The other really easy fix that they could do, if they want to go down that route, is allow Hero. But that would probably be way too overpowered, because Hero could almost solo it with like Trickster Shot, or Mang, or Earth's Fury, or any other ridiculously good hero weapon, Dragon's Eye. Maybe even Mountain Crusher if the Delve troops have really good damage, like Gargoyles. Let's see. Wait, do you wait to do Pure Faction, or do you do it here? Wait, I'm sorry, what was the question then? I guess I misread the question. Do you wait to do Pure Faction, or do it here, and they're on the way up, just in case it's too hard later? Oh, okay, yeah, I misread that question, my bad. Generally, I would say, well, how I personally do it, if I don't forget, which I have done sometimes, is I do 150 Pure Faction, see how hard that is, easily get it done though, every single time. Normally first try, if not second. And then if it seemed slightly hard, I just leave it at 150. But if it seemed manageable, I would go to 200. And that's pretty much how I do all Pure Factions. I would say 100, 150, and 200 are the main stopping points for most people, for the most part. And just go around doing that for each delve, I would say. And anything beyond that, you pretty much might as well just try doing 500 if you're trying to do anything beyond that point. Because you get very little extra benefit relative to how hard it is for doing things like 250 or 300 or 350 or anything beyond that. You might as well just go all the way to 500. But yeah, 100, 150, or I guess for early games maybe even 50. But 100, 150, and 200 are like the main stopping points, I would say, for most people. And doesn't specifically have to be those, just they're nice even numbers, or you know, nice little intervals. Let's see. We're actually just going to grab that instead of casting, just because it's full mana. Get our Devour already. Convert away all the reds we don't even use. Get that thing devoured before it destroys us. I think it actually hit really, really high. Though it's going to hit our healthiest, so I guess he's not going to die. Even if it hits it with 1,000, we'd still live. Go for another Devour. And get rid of all those blues. Oops, I almost clicked the yellow. Yeah, there we go. What's the best kingdom leveling strategy? I would say get all kingdoms to level 3, then focus on all of them to level 5. Well, first, get them all to, if you're talking about the gold, or the stars, I believe you're talking about the stars. But as far as gold, level them all up to 3, and then level all the magics, then the attacks up to 10, and just keep going from there. As far as the actual star levels, though, I would say get all of them to 3 stars, then start working the ones that have the most amount of troops to 5 stars, and then basically don't care about it too much from there. There's very little difference from 5 to 9. Only when you start really going to 10 does it make a huge difference. But 3 and 5 are probably your 2 biggest objectives. 3 because it's pretty easy to do for most things if you're in mid-game and you're in a decent guild getting a lot of resources. 3 stars is pretty manageable for everything. And the main reason for 5 stars and trying to rush them as quickly as possible is mainly just because that's what gives you the extra stats. And everything between 6 and 9 doesn't really help you too much relative to how hard it actually is to complete. In mid-game, you don't really need to concern yourself with that much. Rushing to 3 and 5 are pretty important, though, because rushing to every single kingdom to 3 starts giving your tribute to a point where it's actually pretty decent to take every single hour, and getting it to 5 brings it to the point where you basically double your stats. Well, not necessarily double, but, you know, you're as far as how much bonus you're getting from your kingdoms, you're doubling the amount of kingdom bonuses that you're getting. It's not exactly doubling stats, not even close, but, you know, you're doubling the amount that you're specifically getting from kingdoms. And since there's like 30-something kingdoms, you're getting 30-something extra stats for every battle that you ever do, which is pretty large. But yeah, everything beyond 5, you don't really need to worry about until you start getting to later in the game, because most of the benefit from everything from 6 to 9 is not bad, but it's it takes a long time relative to what you actually get for it. It isn't as worth it compared to the initial grind. And of course, the more troops that get added to the game, the easier each star level keeps becoming as well. Like at one point, getting a 5-star kingdom was like the hardest thing in the game to do. Now, you could probably get it done in your first month, start getting 5 stars, depending on what kind of guild you're in. Anyways, one more to do for today, and we'll be pretty much good to go. Let's see, do we have a Devour room? Good. No immune to Devour, no immune to Devour, and no immune to Devour. Exactly what I want to see. But yeah, we just have 2 more to do after this, assuming we don't lose this one. And we'll be able to get this faction completed tomorrow. And then start attempting pure faction on it, possibly. I'm not sure if I will be, but I don't know. I guess we will. We'll give it a shot. I should probably go upgrade the Treasure Hoard now to at least 200. But the main reason I'm not is I don't know if I want to do post 200 yet. I probably will. I think I'm going to go to 250 for this faction. But, I don't know, I kind of still want to hoard my treasure a little bit. Maybe farm Warrens for like another 2 weeks or so and then do it. I'm not sure yet. I guess I'll just wait till tomorrow. One day is not really going to kill it that much. But I'll wait till tomorrow just so we have a better understanding of what our nerf we're actually going to be up against. Because I still haven't even used the pure faction team that I'm intending to use for it. I used a different one at the lower level range because it's better. But I don't think you would actually bother with Asp for the higher level ones. They just have way too much stats to try to kill them out with Bleed. That's going to take like 25 turns. More than 25 turns because you actually need to get all the bleeds on them. The amount of time they would have to hold Bleed for is just way too long for it to be viable to try to beat them out that way. Alright, let me go kill that Aspout because it already has all of its mana. Go get our Convert for everything. And devour him and dead. Wait, did someone take an entire month to read the entire forum? That would take a long amount of time. If someone was to actually do that. Hello, Nina. Welcome. How important is Dawnbringer for Guild Wars? I would say it's most important on Red Guild War Day. The main reason for it is Reds don't have too many good barriers, and there's a lot of Red teams that run instant kill options. The main ones being the Dwarf team that can one-shot you with the Dwarf that does triple damage to Red, and the Yagwe, Queen Titania related teams that have extremely high burst damage. That barrier can completely mitigate. But yeah, barrier is really, really good for red guild war invading. But other than that, it's not too important for guild wars. But it definitely substantially increases red day. It's also occasionally used on blue day, if you're using it with like Azura and stuff like that. I don't think yellow day really uses it much, because there's already plenty of other barrier options underneath yellow. So even if you need a Devour, you're not necessarily even going to use Dawnbringer. But it's mainly red day and somewhat blue day are the two biggest days that it helps for. I don't think I run it on any of my defends, but there are some defend teams that can end up running it. And normally if they are ran, it's normally something like Forest Troll with Dawnbringer, just so you can give Titan the mana, fill the, use the, like something like Forest Troll, Nyx, Dawnbringer, and Kraken, or one other troop, or something along those lines, is one of them that tends to get ran on defend sometimes for Guild War defends. But no, it's mainly only important for red and blue Guild War, I would say. And it's not necessary for either, though it definitely helps the most with red. So if you're struggling with red, you might want to get a Dawnbringer then. 5 to 6 you gotta do the challenges, so you think it'd be best to do challenges first for all of the souls you need for Dawnbringer. Yeah, you can do the challenges pretty much at any time you really want. In the current state of the game, challenges give really small amount of souls relative to actual soul farming rates. So these days, I wouldn't even say it really matters when you get around to it. Technically, ideally, to get the most amount of value out of them, you'd want to do it on about Oh, that's not the one I meant to click on. But you do it on Warlord 2 difficulty just to get a little bit more, maybe even Warlord 4 if you can easily kill it out. But really just doing it on hard difficulty or something else is still perfectly fine as well. It's not really that big a deal as far as these days the difficulty you do it on. Just because most soul farming teams can do way more souls than what challenges can do. But you can wipe out all challenges in pretty much a day. They're relatively easy. They run basically like Explore, except even easier than Explore. So yeah, they could very quickly be done. Just go through every single kingdom. You could have no challenges done and then go from every challenge completed. And get that done in probably 3 hours or so. Maybe a little bit longer. Depends what your stats are and everything. But if you are at the point where you could like Sunbird Rowain them, or even just one-shot Sunbird them, they're going to go down very quick. Especially since the first 4 battles have lower stats than normal. And challenges in general already have pretty low stats. The whole thing with challenges, it's actually a leftover thing still in the game from day 1 of the game. At one point, the rewards from challenges was basically the only way to obtain souls in the entire game, other than the ones that you got for 1 kill per enemy. So there was really few ways, and that and disenchanting your troops. So there were very few ways to actually gain souls. But now there's 2 things that are really weird in the game that are still left over from it. And that is challenges and the amount of resources you get for disenchanting stuff. Both are excessively outdated in the current state of the game, because both of them were basically added on day 1 of the game. And disenchanting has never been updated other than it being more convenient to disenchant, but the amount of resources has never been increased. So that's been awful forever. And challenges, the battles were made slightly more difficult, but the rewards for them has never increased since day 1. And souls these days are like 20 times more, maybe even more than 20 times, but they're at minimum 20 times easier to obtain now than they were when the game first started. Like the quickest soul farming rates you could ever get in early game, or when the game first started, was probably under 1,000 or so. Whereas now it's like anywhere from 20,000 to 50, 60,000 souls per hour. If you get lucky, you can even hit stuff like 70 to 90,000 souls per hour if you're doing it during a gnome event while using the best soul farming teams in the game. Like if you're doing something like Dragon Soul Triple Ferris Raw during a gnome event, that could potentially reach 70,000 to possibly even 100,000 if you get like super ultra lucky with it per hour. Realistically, it would be more towards like 60 to 70,000 with gnomes, and 50 to 60 without. Oh, I forgot, I need to pay attention to this battle. We're actually bled right now, and we keep losing barrier every turn because of that. So we need to go get Mercy up. That has to happen. We did not die to 1 skull, so you know what I'm going to do here? I'm actually going to do this. Hopefully get a brown. Oh good, we got an extra turn too. Perfect. So let's go devour him. We'll take that, get an apothecary down, because I need to get rid of that bleed. Before I do, let me grab that mana. It's not going to get in the way of... Oh, yes, it did. No, it didn't. Never mind. For a second, I thought that got rid of my extra turn chance. That would have been a gigantic fail if it did. But we'll get our Apothecary right back up. Ideally, that would have been full mana. Luckily, we could just do that instead. Get that going. Throw in a Devour down. Do it on the poison one. Or the bleed one, I mean. Actually, it doesn't matter if he poisons us. We have a lot of immune. But it does matter if he bleeds, because we don't have immune to that. But there we go. Was that the last one, or did we still have one more? No, I think that was the last one. Yep, there we go. Okay, and now we just have 2 more rooms. And that means we should be done with this faction tomorrow, not counting Pure Faction. Because there's no way we're going to do it on first attempt. It's mainly just to scout it out tomorrow to see how difficult it is, assuming we don't lose one. But yeah, there we go. Sitting on 2090, and that will go up to 2150 tomorrow, which is basically what I have almost every single faction at is 2150. Because that means we've completed out the entirety of the faction, and we did Pure Faction up to 150, is what that means. Hall of Guardians is a little bit lower because that was one of the first delves we ever did. None of them are at 200 because I keep forgetting to do 200, even though it's possible for some. And the only one I have maxed out is Crypt because it's the easiest. And the only one I don't have even done to 500 yet is the Warrens. And the only reason I have this specifically not upgraded is just because it's the best loot of any faction. And it just has a very nice layout to it. So I just kind of been farming that. Though then again, I don't know, with that Devour team, we could probably almost get away with doing 500. We'd probably lose a couple of them, so it probably is more consistent just camping Warrens for now. But, I don't know, I guess we technically could just run Fang more with, at 500 with a Devour team. We could probably even do that for All Seeing. Oh, then again, All Seeing Eye has a really bad format. But, I don't know, we could technically go do that, but, we'll probably just keep it at Warrens for now. We will reach a point where we won't really even need shards as well. After next faction gets released, we're going to probably see how many shards we have and then determine if I'll keep farming shards or not. Because we're probably going to start reaching an excess now. We'll have enough to pretty much immediately max out the next faction when it comes out. We should have a few thousand by then. I'd assume probably around 4,000 or 5,000. We'll have to see once we get there. But we should have a pretty substantial amount, if nothing else. So let's go grab all this. And let's see, what else do we need to do? I need to finish out Bounty Hunter, but I'll do that off stream, so it's going to take like half an hour or so. This I still need to finish, but that'll take under an hour. Just spamming it in Explore. Also, it'll give us Necromancer EXP, so we'll have that leveled a little bit more. But, yeah, those are only 2 main things we really need to get done at the moment. So I guess we'll do a little bit more Bounty Hunter then. And start getting towards that leaderboard. I think we need 4 Valravens to actually reach it, but who knows, we should be able to reach it. We did lose 1 Valraven, and that 1 Valraven we lost might have actually cost us leaderboard, I'm not sure. I'm hoping it doesn't, but we'll find out tomorrow. If we actually get that orb or not. I'm still going to try the battles, because why not? Nothing else, we're gaining Necromancer EXP technically, at a very slow rate, but we're still technically gaining it. Do you get better rewards in the Warrens farming at 110 than 20? No. For whatever reason, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, every single delve level gives the exact same loot, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That's slightly different during events, because you get points, and the points are based on how far you've gone. But as far as your daily delves, there is no difference in farming a level 20 compared to farming a level 500. Why that is, I do not know. It doesn't make any design sense whatsoever, but that is how it currently is. So completing out a level 20 gives you the same loot as completing out a 500. There is no difference whatsoever, at least when you're doing the daily ones. During an event, it makes a huge difference because it's based on points. But during the daily 3 that you get every day, there is no difference between a 20 and a 500 as far as the loot is concerned. Hopefully it'll change that in the future, because that makes literally 0 sense. But that is how it currently is. Let's see, what did you post? Oh, it says I've spent 32 days reading posts. How can I contact me there? You just go onto the Tacet one. If you type in @Tacet, it should bring me up immediately underneath the contacts on the Gems of War forum. Like, it'll bring down a drop menu of everyone with Tacet on the forum, and I should be the only one. And even if I'm not, it's pretty obvious to tell which one is me and which one's not me, if there are multiple. Why'd I do it on the one that has immune? That didn't make any sense. But we'll kill that out and then just easily kill it with this thing. Let's see. You skipped Warren's event to keep it low. Now you can do it next time it comes around? No. If you're deliberately keeping a faction low, the one big downside to doing that, unfortunately, is that you cannot do faction events beyond whatever point you have to delve at. So, for example, if you're currently camping level 20 Warrens, you cannot complete any that are beyond that point. So during an event, you have to do the exact same thing that you're doing for your faction itself. Because if you go to, let's say, level 50 or 100 or 90 or whatever you need to do to get the event done, it will permanently be that high. Whatever progress you make during the Tuesday event does apply to the delve itself. So if you're camping level 20, you have to constantly stay there for both events, which is a little bit of a downside. But the more factions that get added to the game, the less impactful that is. That's also the reason why mine's at 110. Ideally, it'd be more towards like 90 or 100. The only reason I did it a little bit further was because it was needed for an extra HP at the time. But normally it's around 90 or 100 you end up keeping it at. And the reason people tend to just keep it at about 90 or 100, even though it's slightly more difficult and takes slightly more time per day, you do it because it still allows you to complete out the event easily without spending any more sigils than normal every single Tuesday rolls around. And these days that only occurs every 7 weeks since there's 7 factions. But as more time progresses, it's going to be less and less common. Like once we have like 20 delves, it's you can easily keep something at level 20 and it will impact you very little. But at the moment, it does impact it a little bit more. Because basically once every 2 months, there'll be one event where you either can't do it or it's a lot less efficient to do it. But yes, any progress you make during that does count towards your actual faction, so be careful with that. And it is permanent. There is no way to undo it. Once it's done, it can never be undone. Let's see. I'll go grab that in the first slot. Any chance we get trait stone rewards from other delves boss rooms, like the Warrens? I don't know why they did it just for the Warrens. It is kind of weird that just Warrens has it. I don't even believe they ended up doing it for the most recent faction, so it's kind of weird. But I don't know. It would make a lot of sense if they do that for literally every faction. Because kingdoms have a way of gaining those arcanes pretty easily from just doing stuff within the kingdoms. So it kind of makes sense if every single final delve room gave you a bunch of arcanes specific to the 2 colors of the faction. I don't know, it'd be a nice feature. I don't know why they haven't done it. It's kind of weird that Warren's is the only one that's like that. But yeah, that'd be cool if they did that to literally every faction. Final room giving arcane. So you'd gain about 3 to 4 arcanes every final room. I guess maybe they don't want to do that to put so many into the game. But then why did they do that to Warrens then if they... It's kind of weird. I don't understand, really. Their logic is strange sometimes. Okay, we got a Valraven first slot. That is not what we want to see. Well, we want to see a Valraven. We don't want to see it in first, though. What do we do about this? I want the purple, I guess. We'll grab that. Should probably take that green, because not only do we need the green, we need to deny that yellow. We'll grab that, throw Trickster at first slot, I guess, and just try killing him with skulls. That will bring him into one-shot range. There's a skull there, but he's pretty much guaranteed going to take it. But maybe he'll cascade us one somehow. So we'll do that. He's now in one-shot range, but we need a skull. Only way we have a chance is to do that and try getting off the top and get it. I guess we'll throw some damage at him. I might throw this Trickster at him just to play it safe. Or there we go, perfect, free skull. Don't even need to. Exactly what we needed. Throw it out at him, throw it out at that, and keep doing the normal cycle. So I can kill that right now. I don't know if I want to, though. We still can. Still available. So we can just take that out. It'll lock that down. We then go get our greens and go from there. He'll probably get skull distracted, or not. Actually, he denies my green. But that should be enough to get full mana. We'll knock that down. Never mind, it's one off. I thought we could take a purple there, apparently not. And I don't think there's a good way to go cascade it either. So we're just going to have to pass our turn. Here, have an explosion. Maybe we'll get lucky off it. Nope. We got some mana, but we pretty much already had that mana regardless. So we'll poke us some. Not much of a deal there. We'll take skull. We can ignore it. Because anything dying in Bounty Hunter doesn't actually lower your score, which is nice. Oops, I forgot to take that. Let's just grab this, get our greens, and that should be dead. If we could actually get enough mana, that is. Skull I'll ignore. Doesn't matter if it goes and down. Oh, it looks like we just 20% agile it is. Well, of course we get it when we don't need it. And when we actually need it, we never get it. And we got a Necromancer level. But yeah, I believe we need 3 more Val Ravens, which is possible with how many more battles we have left. But I believe we need 3 more Val Ravens to actually make leaderboard. And we also have to miss 0 Val Ravens and lose 0 battles within that time as well. That is still manageable. But yeah, that 1 Val Raven we lost may have cost us actually being able to get it. I'm not sure. We'll find that out once we reach there. Also, if we just get better Val Raven luck than other people, then we might be able to pass it as well. But won't really know until we get a bit closer. But yeah, I believe 3 Val Ravens should be enough, assuming people don't go too much higher on leaderboard. And there's no point in buying another pack to do it. It's going to cost way too much. I think it's like 400 or 500 just to get a 75 gems back in an orb. That's basically nothing. Okay, let's see. Let's entangle that one, because he's pretty much going to die any second now. I'll throw that at him just to get the last little bit of our mana. Throw Trickster on last, just because it dies out. Then we'll hit that one, assuming he doesn't get an HP buff. Take a skull because he dies. I need a little poke for him. Actually, I need 2 pokes. Unless we can find a skull immediately. No, there's no good way to try taking a skull here. So let's go get Mermaid up. Oh, come on, it doesn't even surge. I forgot, I have -1 blue. That's a fail. Okay, what do we need then? Everything I need is not available, so let's take that over. He's not even Hunter's Marked anymore, so I can't kill him with that skull. 1 more follow-up will still kill, though. We'll grab that. There we go, exactly what we needed, and dead. Quick question! What is the total amount of boss damage needed to get all rewards? Ooh, I did not know that number off the top of my head. I do not know that number. You'd have to add up the tier for every single thing at the beginning of an event. I believe I did a video covering it, but off the top of my head, I completely forget what that is. Yeah, I can't even try guessing, because I honestly just completely forget at the moment. There we go, we'll take the purple. Grab another purple. Oh, that reminds me, I still need to give out a code. I'll go do that. Should have done that when I finished out Delves. But let's finish the battle first. Yeah, then we'll hand out a code. Also, I'm running low on codes too. I need to go actually ask them, still haven't yet. But normally they give it out on Mondays, so even if I asked them earlier, it wouldn't have really made much of a difference, but I do want to remind them just in case. Let's see, we'll move that over. Grab a, I guess we have to take that green, unfortunately. Take the skull as well. That'll allow us to just destroy it off of Gem Destroys. We're gonna have to take a useless green again. It's not actually useless, but can't actually go for it at the moment, unfortunately. So we'll go take out that one, then we can hit last slot, then we take out the one that got buffed on HP, that'll kill that. Get all the greens we need with this, entangle that so we can't do any damage. Skull I'm actually just going to completely ignore because this will bring it to one-shot range anyways. And that skull wouldn't have killed it anyways, now it will. And now he's shot 1 more time, and does match. Okay, what do we move? Let's grab a purple. And in 3 turns it dies, or 2 turns, we just do that, and then dead off of the hit. Should be enough even with the extra, never mind. Even with the extra HP, apparently not, but we just clean it up with Mermaid. Hello McCoy, welcome. It comes out to about 18,300 per member. Thank you, McCoy. But yeah, what McCoy just said. Let's see. You're on your profile, but my profile, but you can't find anything to send message? Are you sure? There should be a, if you go on the Gems of War forum and click on any member there, all you have to do is, let me see, let me go back to the forum real quick. Yeah, let me go test it on someone's profile just to see if it'll ever load. Why does it take so long to load? Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. But yeah, all you have to do is click on the thing. Well, there's 2 ways to do it. You can either click on the person's name, click message, and then it'll bring you to the page where you message them. Alternatively, you can go under your profile, click mail, go under the normal mail section where you would do any messaging on there. Why does it take it so long to load? It's because we're streaming and have so many things. Let's see. Everything goes so much slower when it's streaming. Then click new message once you're on your mail section, which is just your profile section. And then under add a user, click at, then Tacet, and my name should be the first one that appears. It seems to just bring up Tacet and ssaszix, and obviously I'm the one that is Tacet. So yeah, it's that one. But yeah, either of those two methods would get you to the exact same location, and then just send your message there. Anyways, anyone else have any other questions? Let me know. Any chance we get... Oh, never mind, I already answered that one. 530,000 boss damage? That sounds about right. Okay, we'll grab our green. Grab a... actually, that'll be full mana, so I don't even need to do anything with it. We'll grab... Oh, why'd I give him blue? I guess it doesn't matter too much, as long as he doesn't get Valraven to max. So, oh, speaking of Valraven, wow, we're getting a lot of Valravens. I don't mind, though. I need those Valravens if we're going to get enough points to actually win with. I do need to make sure it doesn't escape, but it is blocked on yellow, so I don't have as big of an immediate need to kill it out as I normally would. So we'll do that. I do need to make sure that one survives a little bit longer, just to make sure we get our weapon up one more time. Because that Valraven has to go down on our next hit. Just to make sure we don't lose, just in case. Grab our red. Grab a brown surge. Oh, 1 mana off, but it doesn't matter too much. Let's grab that, throw that on the Valraven, and that's pretty much matched. Now we just need to poke him twice, and be good to go from there. And we need one trickster shot for the final one, which we could easily just feed by taking that brown, and then throwing out some greens. Okay, didn't get full mana, but he'll be max next turn. Let's do that to kill that out. He doesn't have any skull damage, so he can't even hit us. He'll take a skull, we'll take a skull, and then we win. And dead. On to the next one. Let's see, how's our points looking? So we definitely have guaranteed 2 more Valravens. That's 11 battles, times that by 4,800. Probably even another one on top of that, but let's see, what is our current score at? That's at minimum 11 times 4,800 plus whatever we currently have, plus 3,11100. Assuming we don't lose and we get the lowest amount of Valravens, that is 363,900. Let's see, is that leaderboard? Yes, it is tied for leaderboard. So if we get even one more Valraven than that, we should make leaderboard. Problem, though, is what if we don't? But we should. We have 7 battles left, and we need to get 3 Valravens. Well, let's keep going. You know what? We might just go all the way with Bounty right now. And the only other thing I would need to do is just the event thingy off stream, but we can just do that really quickly and explore. Yeah, I guess we'll go finish out Bounty Hunter. We already started it. Oh yeah, let me go give the code before I forget again. Let me go do that right now, actually. Let's see. Where's the code? Code. Oops, because I went to go do that, I don't have it on the code page anymore. Let's see, where's the code page go? There it is. We only have 1 more code left, and that's for tomorrow night. Until we get more. Well, we should be getting more tomorrow night, hopefully. Because we're running out exactly then as well. Why is it taking so long to load? Why is everything taking so long to load? Well, let me just copy paste it. I'm not going to mark it. I'll know I used it tomorrow. It's not wanting to load the thingy though. But let me go do that. Put it into the code section. Where is code section? You know, I'm just going to open it right here. Do that. Break it there. Put in our invite code. Boom. Put in the other thing. Boom. Redeem. Does it work? Does it work? Processing. Why is everything so slower today? Refresh. Paste that there. Copy. And there you guys go. There is the redeem code. Error, try again. Really? YouTube? Why is everything being so bad? Okay, now it won't even let me message my own stream. Let me click refresh. YouTube does have a weird thing where it like logs you off while you're streaming. Sometimes it's really weird. It only ever happens to me while streaming, and I've noticed other people have that issue too. It doesn't happen very often, but it does like desyncing it for whatever reason. Okay, it's not even wanting to refresh. Worst comes to worst, I could put it on screen. There we go, now it's refreshing. Let's see, cancel the thingy thing. Come on. Okay, and now we should be able to copy paste. There you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code's found underneath the settings menu. Whatever your game says there, redeem code is right over there in chat. Just type in all the letters there, or just copy paste it, and use it on the same location as always, gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply type in, or simply click the link and they'll both bring you to the same location, and just use it there. And it works on every platform except the 2 console versions. There you guys go. Sorry for jinxing my stream, no problem. Wait, what did you say earlier? Let's see. Also, hello, Goober. Let's see. Bounty was really annoying. Every turn you try to find any matches that don't give AI mana, skulls, or extra turns, and then it gets cascades that hit you every single time. Well, you have to make sure that you don't accidentally set up cascades for the enemy too. For example, if this enemy takes the purple over to the left, it's going to have a chance of getting that purple as well as purple extra turn and blue and stuff like that. So you have to be careful with actual cascades too whenever you leave the enemy with turns. You can't always counter like literally everything, but it is something to keep an eye on just to make sure you don't give the enemy anything too good. Okay, let's see. Go and get the entangle there. Because even if you don't directly give it something, there is a possibility that there's something indirect that is left on the board due to a random cascade that could occur. Okay, we'll go and just work down the line. We can pretty much just keep using the same strategy. We don't really need to adapt it much. Only thing that's really going to change that is the Val Raven for the most part. So it's going to have full mana automatically. Might as well just kill that out, I guess. Do that, throw another Trickster, throw it on last, throw it on you. That should be enough damage, or maybe not, because it keeps gaining the HP buff off that one. So it's going to be a little bit short. Not too big a deal, though. We'll entangle that thing again, since the other one can't be. It's full mana. Still a little short. We'll throw it down first slots, almost kill it. And then Trickster into 2 pokes, and that'll be a match. Do it on you. He'll hit our hero. He'll give a skull. And literally any damage will kill it. So we'll take that over, and dead. Oh, we got a new mail. Oh yeah, duh, that's the redeem code. And it gives the same reward as always, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold for the redeem code. There we go. Okay. Oh, speaking of that, I think I have a daily task to open a gem key, so let me go do that. And boom, 5 free gems, and we get a useless druid. Actually, druid isn't too bad in early game, but only early game. And these days, I'd probably say gluttony is a bit better than it, just because they've added gluttony since then. Anyways, let's keep doing bounty. Hopefully we'll make that leaderboard. How many more Val Ravens did I say we needed? 2 more or 3 more? I forgot if we ended up getting one in that time. Yeah, I think we still need... It's one or the other, 2 or 3 more Val Ravens. Unfortunately, there's no Val Raven here. That's a bad sign. Oh, that would be such a gigantic fail if we tie the other person. Because I believe he gets the reward since he was there first. I believe that's how it works. Let's see. And even if we tie it, someone else will probably pass it by the time now. It's another 5 hours go by. Actually, at this point, it's a little bit less than 5 hours. Okay, we'll go and do the same strategy. Don't really need to change at all. Take our skull. We get the last of our greens. Entangle that one, because the other one's pretty much already dead. Kill it out with that. He'll skull us. Oh no, he doesn't even skull us, but we will. We'll do that. Get the last of our mana. Mermaid I'm not even going to bother with. Just try for the extra turn. Didn't get it. We'll throw a Trickster onto... Oh, let's do it on that. And then we just kill it with Trickster again. So, just need to take green and purple. Doesn't even matter what we give him, as long as we keep taking green and purple. And dead. Doesn't matter if we hit him with any physical damage, because Trickster Shot's just going to wipe it out anyways. What's your thing on the forum, Siplum? So I can contact you. I'll do it after the stream. Let's see. We'll throw it down first slot. Get our Trickster onto... Well, actually, I guess I can't hit him now. Oh, no, we can still kind of hit him. Val Raven's all the way in last slot, so we don't really need to worry about escaping. I say that, and it's probably still going to escape somehow. But we'll do that one. 1 more mana, we'll get that up. Let's take a yellow. Grab a... I'll do it on him, just so we don't get hit by any skulls. Not like it matters if that dies, but still, just to keep it safe. He takes a random skull, all good. We'll take our red to green. Actually, we didn't even need red there because we already had it. Take our purple to get it to full. Keep going down the line. And then we kill out... Oh, you know what? I should have done that onto Val Raven. I think that would have been enough to kill it there, but not enough to kill the other one. Not that big a deal, though. Actually, let me kill it with Mermaid real quick. And now we just need this to reach full mana, and that's pretty much match. Once that reaches full, we can simply just go Trickster Shot that, and then the little bit of pokes we need to kill those two. We'll do that one first, just in case it dies soon, which it probably will. Any skull will if it doesn't 20%. We'll Trickster Shot the one with higher, just so we can kill it with Mermaid. And that off of Mermaid. Okay, so I believe we just need one more Valraven then. And we should be able to get 2. Because 4 battles will definitely give us 1. And with that, we should be able to get another one. And with that, we might even be able to get another one on top of that. But, yeah, we should be able to get 2 more. So let's do the math now on how many points we have. I believe that is leaderboard now. As long as we don't miss another Valraven, and as long as we don't lose a battle. Which I don't think we'll ever lose a battle, so this is pretty easy. But we did lose one Valraven to bad luck earlier. But let's see. We take that. Oops, what am I doing? You take 10, times that by 4,800. Add what we currently have, which is 325,500. And that is 373,500. How much of a lead does that give us? That is right there. We would be rank 80. Okay, so that's a solid lead that we would auto-win off of. Wow, how is there a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie for, I actually need to screenshot that. I've never seen that many people tie on this event before. That's pretty funny. There's a 5-way tie for 80th place. And it's like sometimes you'll get like a double here and there, or a triple even, but I've never seen just all 5 of them like that. Like there's a triple, interesting. And it's kind of funny that we've got a 5-way tie. It's a lot less likely on Bounty Hunter to occur. Some of the other game modes it happens a bit more often. Like for example, class events and stuff like that. That's pretty funny. We should be just slightly above them though. That'd be funny if we tie them too though. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, he takes the skull. We'll grab our little yellow there. Get him entangled so we don't have to deal with it. Get the last of our mana too for Trickster. Throw it right on first immediately. So we can start damaging him. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're using the hero class that has siphoning to life, don't we? I guess that kind of helps kill him, doesn't it? The little bit of siphon life we get to do. I believe it's every time we extra turn. We end up stealing 2 life, which goes to our hero. Which technically makes him tankier as well. Not much, obviously, but a little bit. Every little bit counts. So I'll take that, take another purple. That'll be full mana next turn. Metric could take that skull there just to start brushing him down. We'll throw this onto last slot because he'll die, but that one won't. Now I just need this not to HP buff him, and we'll be good to go. I'm actually going to do this just so we can get full mana, just so we can go and do the kill. And get a little bit of mana from that. That'll be up in the next turn, so we'll stick a skull instead. Trickster that, throw any damage, dead. Now we just need to find any bit of damage, doesn't matter what it is. And of course it didn't surge, fail. That -1 blue is being very annoying sometimes. It's worth it because of all the other colors we end up getting as our bonus. There we go. Okay, let's keep going. Still got another 9 to go. 7 or 9, depends how it rolls. Should be 9, but we could get unlucky. So we'll grab all that. What do we need? We're supposed to take the purple for now. Get some cascaded mana, none of which was needed. Take the green, surge it, throw it on first. That will give us the initial Trickster that we need. We'll then use this to refill green. Never mind, he kind of got rid of all my green. Might use Mermaid first just to clear out the board some. There's essentially 0 greens on this board right now. Both purple and green are like nowhere to be found. I guess we'll go for some explosion first. Start poking him. That'll be up next turn, so regardless of what we do, he'll have full mana. But it'll still poke him because why not? Is there any way to kill him? What is his ability? So he needs some initial damage to first slot. It's not that big a deal. He also gains Submerge, but nothing on our team is affected by Submerge, so that is pointless. Let's grab some yellow. I'm actually not going to target him directly, because he should die to... Okay, well, apparently 2 Life Siphon is what he dies to. But he also would have died to Mermaid's 2 explosions that it has. Now there's plenty more greens than there were before, so we'll just go entangle that. Just so he can't hit us with skulls. Double check for extra turns. Doesn't look like anything. He's got a checkerboard over there. He got an HP buff, so I actually can't kill him yet. Actually, even with the extra bit of damage, we're not going to be able to kill him. But now we can just target those 2 out by doing stuff like that. Boom. And then we can entangle the other one once we finally have entangle again. Creates a lot of green, which more so helps us than hurts us, even though he doesn't get his ability. It's going to allow him to buff up, but... oh, I was going to say, as long as he doesn't hit last slot with it, But he does, so now we have to hit him twice. Well, I guess we're kind of going to have to hit him twice regardless. But there goes fire number 1. Guess I should have taken that skull. Luckily he's entangled, so he can't actually do damage back, but we could have already had him killed. Not that big a deal. We'll take our red, grab a purple there, why not? And then we just trick for the last slot, and then anything kills him. And there we go. Yes, Ferrous Raw and Furnace are generally the first 2 things that you ever craft. They are both considered the best 2 mythics in the game, pretty much, as far as ones to craft first. Normally people craft in Furnace first, then Ferrous Raw, unless you're planning on rushing for Dawnbringer, in which case you would do Ferrous Raw, then in Furnace. But more often than not, people will go for first Mythic in Furnace, and second Mythic Ferrous Raw. Ferrous Raw does have to be fully traded to fully utilize him, though. In Furnace, it's definitely beneficial to have fully traded, though it is not required to fully trade it to get good value out of it. Whereas with Ferrous Raw, you do. Okay, I hit him some there, unfortunately, but it's still worth trickster-shotting him, so we will. No Valraven in play, that's a little scary. I believe we still needed 2 to get really safe leaderboard. Okay, we'll kill that out with that. Trickster-shot the second slot there. Well, technically first, now that the first one's died. Take a green over, take another green, hopefully a purple cascade. Nope, never mind, we don't even need the mana. We already got it, throw it out on him. Oh no, he lived with 1 HP. Oh, that's slightly unfortunate, not really too big a deal. If anything, that's almost beneficial because now he's going to create us green. So who knows, maybe that was actually a good thing. Because he just gives us a bunch of free green that we can now use. So actually, I guess that was a good thing then. Because we wouldn't have had those free greens and then we went off the extra damage that it does. So you know what, that actually helped us. Okay, where's our Valraven? Oh no. Oh no! I believe we need 2 more Valravens. So this has to be a Valraven, and we need to get lucky with 1 more. Oh no! We might not make leaderboard after all this. That'd be sad. It's because we lost 1 Valraven. And I'm pretty sure with how easy the event was this week, a lot of people didn't lose that 1 Valraven. But we just got really, really unlucky. We had Frostmage. He basically got 5 times immediately, and then did his ability. We even had Frostmage, which delayed it for 1 turn. But even with a 1-turn delay, it didn't stop him. Unfortunately, because it was just too much mana too quick. What do we take? I almost want to take that yellow just into a green. Can we get it? Didn't get it. Got a skull though. Free little bit of skull damage. We'd take a green or purple. I guess we'll take that purple then. Throw that right onto the next one in the line. Then we'll go all the way on last slot because that's... Oh, that's not enough to kill. I guess we took out too much of his armor. It's not that big a deal though. We'll throw Entangle on him. It gives us Trickster again. I guess we'll just go down the line since it's not currently enough damage to kill. So we'll do that. Then we kill the last one. Throw that down, and we slowly start chipping them 1 by 1 as we keep gaining mana. Throw down last slot, dead. Kill that out with that. And now any poke will destroy it. And there we go. Come on, Valravens, we need you. We're all those lucky Valravens. We need you. We definitely need at least 1 more, or we don't even have the slightest chance, and we need 2 to have a really good chance. But yeah, I don't think we make leaderboard. No! Oh, there's 1 Valraven. Come on, second Valraven, we need you so badly. We'll have 3 battles to try to get a Valraven. Another one. But if we don't get it, I don't think we actually make leaderboard. But if we do, we have basically guaranteed leaderboard. It's kind of weird how 1 Valraven can make that big of a difference. But without it, I don't think we make it at all. But if we do get it, we have like guaranteed leaderboard. Such a gigantic contrast, but that seems to be the way it's going to go down. There we go, we'll take our yellow there. It's going to be sad if we tie exactly at the last place, which means we'll not make it because someone else will probably pass us. Let's see. I'm actually going to take that yellow preemptively, mainly because Valraven. That'd be full mana for him, and I can't risk that. What do we take? I guess we Skull. Yeah, I think we Skull. So I'm actually going to do this down the line because he is blocked, so it's very unlikely that he's going to escape yet. We'll just throw this for some greens, entangle that so we don't have to deal with it. That gave it a lot of green. Hopefully that does... Oh, no! Don't you do that. Okay, that's not too big a deal as long as he doesn't do it again. Let me go take this green. That'll be full mana. We'll then Trickster Shot it. Okay, good. It didn't do it again, at least. If he would have done that again, that would have been a little bit concerning. But we'll do that, and now we can kill it with... Never mind. He'll live with 1 HP. Really? Okay, we need another mermaid. Easiest way to do that is to deny his yellows, which should be pretty easy. That or I could waste an entire trickster shot on it. That is excessive overkill, but it is guaranteed Valraven. So, you know what? Even though that's way, way overkill, I am going to go for it for only 1 damage. Just to make sure it goes down. Just in case. Don't need to risk it at this point. Just to speed it up a little. Still going to die at pretty much the same speed. And now we just need 1 nice big hit, like another trickster shot. We'll take our last green. Hit him with that. And dead. Okay, now we just need 1 more Valraven, and we guarantee make leaderboard. Come on, lucky 3 battles. We need you. Just 1 Valraven, that's all we need. Nope, not yet. Oh, good, he sent me a message. Okay, I'll go answer whatever it was later. Let's see, we'll go get our entangle. Oops, I missed. Fail. Just hoping for an extra turn there, of course. I'll throw it down first. Put that down. He gives us free greens, which is exactly what we need after just casting that, so perfect. I'll just poke him some, get a last bar mana, throw another one down, let him do whatever there, kill with a mermaid. Lucky little extra turn off of that. Now can we get lucky with a Valraven? Let's see, kill out last slot, that'll be enough to kill him now with 1 more. Gain our enchant, so we gain our mana over time. What do we need here? All of it looks bad, let's take that for now. He does not help us much. We'll stick to red for now, I guess. Throw another hit. Give us some of our mana. Worst comes to worst, we still keep chipping it up slowly over time. Perfect, exactly what we needed. And that's basically a match. We just need 2 more little pokes now, so we'll do that. And... oh no! My win condition just died. Well, not really my win condition, but you know, the thing I was about to win with. I guess that technically is win condition, but you know, we have plenty of other win conditions. Come on, Valraven! We only have 2 more tries. If we don't get a Valraven, I don't think we get leaderboard. So that 1 Valraven we lost probably cost us it. Oh no. Oh, that's really depressing. That 1 Valraven that got away did possibly cost us the event if we don't get Valraven next battle. Which we're probably not. That's a bit disappointing. Especially with how it got away. Like, we literally did the hardest possible hard counter to it because we were using Frost Mage with immediate freeze. He was frozen on yellow on turn 1. Yeah, he just randomly got his 5 times out of something, and then he escaped. But he even got a turn delayed because he was frozen. Otherwise, he would have escaped on turn 1 instead of turn 2. But yeah, there's just no way to work around it, unfortunately. It happens sometimes. But it looks like we lose 75 gems and, what's the other thing? 75 gems and the orb to it, unfortunately. There, we'll throw that down. And what else we need? Take our skull, get our mermaid. But it comes down completely to next battle. It's probably not a Valraven, but hopefully we get lucky. And it will be. Moment of truth. Was all this worth this? Was the half hour of grinding that we pretty much just did for nothing other than a little bit of EXP? Probably. Because this won't make leaderboard 4,800. It has to be 1 more Valraven. Otherwise, it is not enough. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see the Valraven. Did we get it? No! Yeah, the 1 Valraven that escaped earlier cost us leaderboard. Wow, that's a really tight leaderboard this time around then. Normally the excess battles is actually enough to reach it. But apparently this time it was not. But that was just because this event was so easy, I guess. It's one of the easiest events we've ever had for Bounty. And we just got a little bit unlucky with the 1 escaping. But that's unfortunate. Well, why are we even playing out this battle then? I guess we'll still play it out. We came this far, we might as well actually play it out. But yeah, we don't make a leaderboard. Even if it makes 100th, there's probably at least 1 person that will pass it in that time. And there's no point in going further in the rewards because it would just be a complete waste of gems. So no point in doing that. There we go, we'll throw that down. Let's see. Yes, you can technically just throw gems at it, and then you'll instantly make the leaderboard. But you also have to get value out of your gems, and that would be super bad value if we were to go through like 400 gems just to get 1 single small orb. It definitely would not be worth it. Let's see. Do we kill that out? No. We'll let him do an HP buff. Oh, wait! I should have! That wasn't enough to kill. Fail. Okay, he didn't buff anything relevant, at least. We'll take a blue surge. That's still enough to get the full. We'll kill out his last slot just so he doesn't do anything weird with it. Well, actually, I guess it would technically help us. It creates greens. I will entangle the other one because first slot's about to die any second now. We'll throw that down, because why not? Throw Trickster on that, and bring it to kill range. Actually, never mind, it dies all the way. Perfect. Take our green, start getting that back up again. Take a purple, grab a green, Trickster first, Trickster the other, and unfortunately, we'll be like 1,000 points short, or something like that. But yeah, one Valraven short, the one that got away. And that should be tied with the bottom, which means we don't get it. Because, yep. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. We're tied for 100th place. But it goes based on whoever got it first, I believe. I'm not actually fully certain on that. But we are exactly tied with 100th place. So technically we made it. But also technically we did not. So that means the exact same thing happened with him, as well as anyone else who's tied at 100th. They lost the one Valraven due to bad luck, and we all suffered the same fate. Which means anyone exactly... let me see, what's my number plus... what is my current score plus 9,600? Because whatever that is, there might be a multi-way tie there. Let me see. That might actually be where it is at 80. Let me see. Add up that number. Oops, I typed that number in incorrectly. 363,900 plus 9600, which is the final one twice, is 373,500. Was this where the multi-way tie is? No, oddly enough. That's weird. It's right there. It's kind of strange. It's the guy that has that score right there. That is exactly what we would have got if we did not get, or if we did get the other Valraven. We'd be exactly tied with that. But unfortunately, nope. Let's see. If we keep refreshing, will we magically become 100th place? But no, unfortunate. That's really funny though. Did I screenshot it? I do want to have a screenshot of that. That's pretty funny. But we technically made it while simultaneously not making it. I've never seen that happen before. But oh well, it's not that big a deal. We don't really need 75 gems in an orb. It'd be nice, but we definitely don't currently need it. We have plenty of both. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yes, the whole leaderboard is pretty much just endgame players throwing gems at each other. Pretty much. Especially the top end of the leaderboard. For every single leaderboard in the game. That's the entirety of what this leaderboard is, like the absolute top end. It's just people competing and throwing literally every gem they have. Also, apparently these two did a truce. There's actually a really weird exploit currently in this game that they are aware of, that they completely allow. It's ridiculously hard to do. But if you get the exact same score as someone else, you will get the reward in the case of first place. I believe a few of the other ones work that way too. Like you can see there's a double third. But you can actually specifically exactly tie someone and coordinate it with that other person, and then you'll both get the reward. So technically, if we were able to get every single end game player in the entire game to simultaneously agree to go and tie first place, we could have 100 people get a power orb and 700 gems by spending a lot less resources. That's almost never going to happen, because there's definitely going to be at least like one person that messes it up. You have to like coordinate it with your guild and have a bunch of people go for like the absolute end of the leaderboard, and then once everyone else like stops, you just go for that. But it's still going to cost a lot of resources regardless. But you could technically coordinate a 100-way win for first place. That would probably never happen, and if it ever did start happening, they'd probably fix the exploit immediately. But they are aware of it, and it is actually allowed to do this. I think there was like a 6-way tie once before as well, within an entire guild. And this is actually the first time I've seen it with not the same guild. They might be allied guilds though or something. But yeah, you can actually coordinate stuff like that, and it does give the full loot to the full first place loot to everyone that ties it. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the day that we get a 100-way first place win. It's going to happen eventually, and then they'll have to fix it. But I definitely want to see enough coordination that eventually happens. It probably won't happen anytime soon though, because that would take like 4 guilds coordinating it together, probably even more, because they would have to have enough resources to beat out everyone else, because there'll be that one troll that will try beating out everyone else. Almost guarantee. Hello, Chris. Using event keys matter between today and tomorrow, but what about gem and glory keys? Gem and glory you can pretty much use whenever you want. particularly earlier on in the game and in mid-game, you pretty much just throw them immediately. The only reason I save them is to get whatever the new legend is. I mean, the new mythic is whenever it comes out every single month. The most recent one was the one from Shentang, that one monkey. But pretty much at any other point in the game, you use them immediately. The only time you really need to start saving your glory and gem keys is when you have more than half the mythics in the game. Because once you have more than half the mythics in the game, you're better off just trying to get every single new mythic, rather than trying to get more of the mythics that you already have. Because if you just randomly get another copy of one, it's going to be pretty bad. But if you keep going for all the newer ones, make sure that you always, even if the troop is useless, you at least have a 100% chance that's a new one. But yeah, pretty much if you have less than half the mythics in the game, you throw keys immediately. And if you have more than half of them in the game, you wait until the next mythic rolls around, pretty much. And that's basically how you use glory gem keys, as well as guild keys, for the most part. And event keys you just throw on good events. A good event would be next week, since we're not only getting a new legend, but you'd also be able to get Yagway maxed. And ironically, you'll also be able to get the most recent mythic that was just added, like, last week. We're already going to be able to get it again during this event key thing. It's the quickest that a mythic has ever been exclusive for a week, and then instantly became exclusive for a week all over again. Except instead of being in Glory Gem Guild and VIP keys like it was, it's going to be in event keys for tomorrow for the rest of next week. But yeah, you wouldn't really do it necessarily for him. You're doing it for Yagway, you're doing it for the new legend and stuff like that. But it is technically possible to get the new mythic tomorrow as well, all next week. The one that was just added last week. What would you use instead of Trickster Shot for Bounty Hunter? Earth's Fury. And if you don't have Earth's Fury, you unfortunately would have to go something like Mang in first slot. But Earth's Fury and Trickster Shot would work pretty much the same, except in the case of Earth's Fury, you're doing skull damage instead of magic damage or cast damage. It's a little bit slower, but it'd still get the job done. Same as Mang. Mang would actually be a little bit quicker than Earth's Fury, but you'd have the problem of, well, for one, you'd have to use Titan to make sure you have barrier. But the other problem is your hero might die, and if your hero dies, you might auto lose the battle, which would be bad. But yeah, just throwing Mang up front and just killing everything with Mang. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions before I end out for tonight? We'll be back tomorrow, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow night we'll be finishing... excuse me. Tomorrow night we'll be finishing out the Fangwolf faction and getting it out. I mean, the Delve. Yeah, faction. I was right the first time. We'll be finishing out the Fangwolf faction and getting that up to level 500. And if we don't lose any battles, we'll also be trying Pure faction to see how badly we get destroyed and just to see how hard it is. Other than that, we'll be going over the 2 new troops that are coming out tomorrow, both of which are insanely good. And tomorrow morning we'll be covering that briefly as well in a little video. Or whenever it gets up. It'll probably be more towards noontime than morning, but I'll try to get it up for the morning. How long you can get the current Love Gnome? The Imp of Love is available in February and March, so you have basically until the end of March if you want to get it off of keys. It's currently in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest, or should be. I'm actually not 100% certain if it is. I haven't seen a notification on this page, because I believe they normally do it at the beginning of the month doing it. But it should be in the drop table, because it should switch over on February. But I've never seen the announcement. Maybe they're going to make the announcement once Valentine's Day rolls around. I'm pretty sure it is currently in the drop table, but I'm not fully certain on that. But definitely after February 14th, it definitely will be in the drop table. And it lasts until the end of March. But it should be available right now. I'm just not 100% certain on that. The chest drop table probably has info on that. The one on the Terran's World website database thingy. Let me see, let me go get the link for that. I can actually go double check that right now. I don't have it up at the moment though. 1 second. It's buried over here underneath all my tabs of tabbiness. Let's see. Gems of War Troop Spoilers. That's not the one I need though. Let's see. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I'll get that for you in 1 second. But yeah, I'm almost certain it's in drop table right now. And it lasts until the end of March. Nothing wants to load. Come on, load. Loading, loading, loading. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions I may have missed? Well, I'm not streaming tomorrow. It's just going to be the video being posted. Let's see. Okay, finally it loaded, except that's not the page I need. Let's see, return to main menu. And then I need the one that actually has the chest drop rates. Chest odds, control find Imp of Love. So, is Imp of Love in drop table? Answer should be yes, but let's double check. No stream? We're still doing a stream tomorrow. I was just saying it's not in the morning. We're streaming at normal time as always, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow. Okay, there's the link. And is Imp of Love in drop table? The answer is... Imp of Love. The answer is yes. Imp of Love is currently in the drop table. And of course, Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest. So, yes, he is currently in the drop table. And he will be until the end of March. Also, apparently this page was updated 1 minute ago. Wow, that is up to date. But, yeah, Imp of Love is definitely in the drop table right now. And it lasts till the end of March. Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests. You can also eventually get it in Soulforge. But, yeah, any keys you just randomly open do have a chance of giving Imp of Love. Most of the imps are pretty irrelevant, though the 2 best imps are Winter Imp that just occurred, and Imp of Love, which is occurring right now. So, you don't really need them. They're pretty underwhelming, but if you still need copies of them, they are available. Will you be updating, changing any of my Guild War Defend teams? I'm not certain. The only thing we really got within that time is the 2 new troops we're getting tomorrow, which I might put in. I'm not certain yet. If anything, we'll probably do it around the bunny, if I do end up doing one of them. And the only other change that really happened is, like, the bunny I'll probably do on green with Yagway or something for defend. And the only other thing we really got was all the faction troops from the most recent faction, which brings in Bleed. But the problem with Bleed under AI control is the AI will not use Bleed correctly. It will not constantly keep refreshing the bleeds in a proper way. Obviously, a human player will do that, but the AI does not know how to do that properly. So, unfortunately, we can't really use any of the new stuff. We can maybe use the new legend, but that's about it. And I don't think in late game it'd be worth using compared to Divinia and some of the other red-yellow options out there. But, yeah, I would probably say it's not worth using on Defend. Probably not even worth using for Invade. Maybe Red Guild War, if you really have nothing else. Because Dwarves do not have immune to Bleed. They do have immune to Poison, but not to Bleed. So you could still do the Bleed stacks on them and everything like that. But no, I don't think there's any Guild War Defend team that's going to use anything from the new faction. The most they would use is maybe the new Legend and maybe the new Epic that's coming out tomorrow. And everything else that's come out since last Guild Wars I don't think will really be worth it. Like the new Mythic won't be used at all, I don't think. It might be used invasion-wise in some teams, just up against some of the things that have really annoying traits. But that's about it. Like if we see a random like Lust team in Guild Wars or something, we might want to go stun it with that. But I don't think people actually run the Lust Defend team in Guild Wars, just because they would have to sacrifice points if they did. Like if they ran double Lust, they'd be penalized for that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Thank you so much for coming down. Hopefully I'll get that mic fixed. It shouldn't be an issue with the mic. I really hope I don't need a new mic. It's going to be a few $100s if I do. I'll probably just get a much higher quality one at this point. If I do end up getting another mic, I'll have to look into it. Not that the one I already had wasn't already decent quality, but might as well get like some of the better ones that cost like a few hundred possibly. So I'll look into that. But the mic should still be working. It's only had it for a few years, so it's probably just some kind of weird issue. If nothing else, I should probably try replacing the cord too. It could just be that something's up with the cord, and just get a different one could possibly just fix it as well. But I'll be looking into that, and hopefully by tomorrow's video I'll have the audio situation fixed. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Best of luck with any chest openings that you do tomorrow, mainly event keys for the new stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream, and goodbye, everyone.